This could be potentially the game of the season. This is the championship contender. Fitzroy, they're still in the winning, and Preston, they have to win this game to be in the running for their first ever championship for Sirius Futsal. Welcome aboard Wednesday Women's Futsal here at Sirius Futsal Arena in Thomastown. Fitzroy in their signature yellow and blue kits, and Preston, they're in their all black kits, which they have been wearing for the entire season and could have been one of the best seasons we have ever seen coming from this squad. They started all the way back in 2018. Versing their old rivals, Fitzroy, here in the game of the round, and the crowds have come in droves for this big match that cannot be missed. A couple of the Evolution squad have stuck around because they would see who will they have to battle it out. They're versing Preston next week. That could be a do or die game, so they're keeping a close eye on this game right now. They had a really close one against Northern Phoenix in the last game. It was 1-1 for quite some time, but then it was an all Evolution affair in the second half when they scored about 6 goals in a space of 8 minutes. So for them, they can breathe easy and went home with the win. Preston, this game have to be a winner. We see Danny Galuccio for Fitzroy striking the ball there. On the court also Tiana Friscalzo, Dama Georgie, the captain, Claudia Friscalzo for Fitzroy, and Elizabeth Ayer in goals in the red. Could be a very popular colour for goalkeepers this season. And for Preston, on the court right now, Emma Langley, Captain Taylor Halabi, Stephanie Galea, Alexandra Sinclair, and in goals, Emma Olsen. Preston manager Jamie Sultana, and also their CEO Akira Touris on the sidelines for tonight's match. And for Fitzroy, owner, CEO, legends of the game, Scotty Rogan and Jimmy Sufis, their managers for tonight's match as well. So it's going to be a very close affair, very physical battle. And it's going to all come down to talent and raw bravery from both teams. Who will come out firing? It's going to be very tough to pass contenders like Alex Sinclair, who has been just a star player and one of the best recruitments we've seen for Preston for their squad. He previously played for Amazons, Alex Sinclair, and Preston have done the right thing when she was a free player for Sirius Futsal. Have recruited her well. Taylor Halabi, we know, has been on the squad since day one. So to her sister Jess Halabi, which have never missed her games, always here in the arena. As they go for the attacking half. Too much on it. Danny Galuccio knew exactly where Taylor Halabi was going to go and who was going to pass it to, so she shut that pass down. Did just enough. Got her team a side ball. Claudia Friscalzo lurking in that area. She can be an option. Runs out of time though, referee. Has his whistle very close toward his mouth to ensure that. Alex Sinclair did just enough. Passes one, passes another. And a free kick rewarded to Alexandra Sinclair for Preston. First opportunity here for their first ever goal. Diana and Claudia Friscalzo in the wall. Here we go. Sinclair did just enough. The left boot from Emma Langley. Denied there by the right palm of Lizaire. She's going to be hard to beat tonight. Langley. There's last touch by Fitzroy. So Steph Galea have to collect the ball. Almost no seats in the arena tonight on the big stands. Lucio to Frascalzo. He's going to take as much time needed. Georgie. She said the ball was out. Referee says play on. The ball is back in the possession of Fitzroy. Georgie. Keeping it in. Waiting for the right moment. Halabi did well. And in the end, Lucio just had to deal with it. Olsen straight into the breadbasket. Langley. So possession so far hasn't been too clean from both teams. Giving the ball away. Good clean pass there towards Dharma Georgie. Back to Frascalzo. Georgie couldn't find the clean possession, and Preston capitalise on that mistake. Throw towards the direction of Steph Galea. She couldn't bring it to ground. Good pressure coming from Miller Best. Sorry, Danny Lucio still on the court. Oh, apologies. Miller Best is on the court, on the bench, along with Alicia Rowan. And for Preston, they've only got one substitute, and that is Bushra Manko. Preston missing a lot of players in a big match like this. Could just be due to unavailability or injury. Lizaire being the force field, gets the claps from the crowd. Corner kick, and Lizaire just deal with it. But you've got a few players missing, like Alicia Ike, Claudia Damanzi being a few to name. Karina Nautsu, Catherine Vlahopoulos have been good to the squad throughout the season. So a few key players missing in the squad list tonight for Preston. And looks like probably besides Catherine Ford Otto and Steph Otto, the two Ottos not present tonight. Fitzroy have got a pretty solid lineup. And Anna Piers-Barlow also not present tonight for Fitzroy. Langley just holding it up, looking for another option. Steph Galea, the pass back towards the direction wasn't the best that we've seen tonight. Diana Frascalzo doing what she does best, but Steph Galea got in the way. Coming out from nowhere, still keeps it in play. And once again, the pass through towards Emma Langley just wasn't connecting for her. The physical battle already has begun on both teams. It's going to be very hard to referee this one. We've got a referee on each court, or each end of the court. Frascalzo getting denied there by Steph Galea. Did well, just got a foot on it. She finds Halabi, the pass through. Couldn't find Steph Galea once more as Claudia Frascalzo looking to go wide to the direction of Dharma Georgie. So both teams applying that pressure and just allow that mistake to happen. As Danny Galluccio comes off for Miller Best for Fitzroy. The first touch being a side ball. Lizaire. Claudia Frascalzo just laughing it off, knew that that ball was just too high for her to control. Taylor Halabi to Galea. Again, just that ball just not sticking for her. Georgie did well to keep in possession, but the strike towards goal wasn't the best we've seen from Dharma Georgie. So I still see the presence of Steph Otto. She is showing her support for her squad. She suffered an knee injury, I believe. Will be out for some time, so speedy recovery to Steph Otto. It's not the best as a futsal player to incur an injury. Is Miller Best. But Steph Galea on her toes decides to pass it back to Frascalzo. Finds Dharma Georgie on the far end. Miller Best looking to get that run in. We see Millibest transferring from Melbourne Evolution throughout the season, and you see her already showing her talent and skills that we've seen so much from Evolution, and bring that on board and adapt to how Fitzroy play and their game style. And we kind of see more of her game style shine throughout when she's in Fitzroy, and you know that that's the way she plays, and she plays it with just so much bravery wherever she is on the court. For Scalzo, didn't go on it too hard, but Alex Sinclair just fell and went flying for quite some time. But she's built by muscle, and she's just right on her feet. Sometimes she doesn't have the brakes on and going a bit too fast for her liking. Alex Sinclair. Corner kick for Preston. They're keeping that ball in the attacking half of the court. Can they find a goal from this? Sinclair to Halabi. Millibest got in the way. Halabi still attacking. And it's going to be a side ball. So 12 minutes remaining in this half, and still no goals scored from either teams. Plenty of opportunity that way, but then there's passes like that from Alex Sinclair towards Bushra Maker. I think she wanted to redo that one again. And Larby did well to get in the way. They can go now. Preston, can the cut back be on? Decides to play it back to Alex, and I think she didn't realize how much power she had behind the ball. Good throw in. Did anyone touch that? Is it a goal? Referee says it's a goal. Let's watch the replay. Did anyone touch that last? It doesn't look like it. If I was Preston, I would challenge that. Would have a closer look at it. Let's see it from a different angle. It does not look like that Emma Olsen touched that at all. They have to challenge this, Preston, because this is a crucial goal. Let's watch that again. Did not look like Emma touched it. And there's going to be a review. So it's now up to the referees. But from our vision, did not look like it was touched. And if you're watching from home on YouTube or Facebook, leave in the comments your thoughts on that. If you're for Fitzroy or for Preston, whichever team you're on, whichever team you're fans of, or if you're just a neutral viewer watching from home, do you think that was a goal? Now the rules is if a keeper from one end throws it to the other end and it goes inside the goal without anyone touching it, does not count as a goal. However, if it was touched by anyone, even if it's your own team. Let's watch that replay closely once again. That is the crucial moment right there, is what the referees will look at. But if you see Emma Olsen, her hand kind of looked like it was going to touch it, but then it went more towards the direction of the post. So if the ball touched her hand, you would have seen a possible reaction to it. But again, it's up to the referee. They've got two camera angles to work with. Working in favour of Fitzroy. Goals are very hard to come by, and this one could just be a pure mistake coming from Preston that might cost them. So Fitzroy, they're in the huddle. Preston. They're looking a bit calm. Not much communication going on. I think they're just... I think Jamie Sultana's got a few thoughts he's expressing to his team. And Scotty Rogan on the other end are purposely facing away from the camera so we don't see what he's conjuring up as well. It looks like he's doing most of the talking. And for Preston, they await. Will it be an unlucky goal for them? Or will Fitzroy get away with it? And is luck on their side? Still trying to work this one out, referees. Still hasn't come to a decision. And the crowd is getting a bit impatient now. One of the biggest crowd we've seen for Series Futsal in the season. And I would say most of it would be here for Preston. They always bring in big crowds, big numbers supporting the Preston squad. Also got a few neutral fans and also Preston. Liz Eyre looks like she's the referee and she wants to get this over and done with the decision or not, but she would say that it was last touched by Emma Olsen. The referees, this is a crucial moment. They have to get it right. And that's why the VAR is there, to have a second look at big moments like that. Because according to the referees here on the court, they counted it as a goal. So if it was counted as a goal or not a goal, either way, either teams would have challenged it. If it was not counted as a goal, Fitzroy will challenge it, and it's counted as a goal, Preston, which is now challenging it. I believe everyone here on the court is just getting a little bit impatient. The players are already on the court, ready to go and continue playing with 11 minutes remaining in this half. Still yet to have a decision here. It's taking a little longer than usual. I would say even the referees that are making this decision probably won't want to make it. It's a very hard call. Very difficult call. Probably taking a little too long now. Oh, here we go. Not count as a goal. So it's still 0-0. I didn't put a timer on it. Jimmy Surface is not happy with that decision whatsoever, but it is what it is, and that is the reason why he challenged it, and he would be in a similar position if it was going for him. So he's not happy with the decision, but at the end of the day, that's what the VAR is there for, and you just got to go with what the referee decides on. We'll just wait for that whistle to continue play. 11 minutes to go into the halftime break, and already controversy here on the Series Futsal arena. 0-0, and that would have been Fitzroy's first goal. That was just so hard to come by in a game like this. High stakes for both teams. If Fitzroy win it, there will be equal points to Preston and a potential championship. So that would be 48 points if they win. And then if they beat Evolution, Preston, Fitzroy will win. It is just so bizarre how the end game for next week in round 21 can dictate who would win. So Preston, must-win game. They will put everything they've got at it. They'll put their body on the line. They'll give it everything they have. But as mentioned, they are missing very key players that would be crucial in a big game like this. Claudia Demanzi, if you're watching, you're probably in the stands right now. Alicia Ike, Karina now too. Just to name a few. Catherine Vlahopoulos also played a few games for Preston this season. Sydney Allen also played a few games. And Alex Sinclair, left boot. Taylor Halabi wants a crack at it, but ball goes wide. Long throw towards Miller Best. She got a head on it, but she was spinning the ball, and the ball was going out of bounds. 9 minutes to go. Talia Sinclair. Very famous name, one being Christine Sinclair from Canada, who today played her last international game against the Matildas. And Steph Kalia lines up. Dharma Georgie in the wall. The other wall got in the way. Halabi came to collect. Finds Sinclair in these plays. Obviously, because there's only one on the bench, have been on the court for almost the entire time. Halabi got a foot on it. Kerr to Kalia. Finds Taylor Halabi once more. Lucio couldn't bring it to ground. Steph Kalia could go all the way. Passes one. Can this be the goal? What a save from Lize! Golden opportunity there for Preston, but denied by Elizabeth there. And that was an attempt there from Steph Kalia with a header. It's heating up here, and Preston looks like they've got more of opportunity. Olsen punched the ball towards the head of Taylor Halabi. Miller Best to bring it in for the side ball. And Claudia Foscalzo, too much power on it. And loose laces from Taylor Halabi. She takes a moment to do up her laces. Olsen to Kalia. She's so agile. Couldn't pass Dharma Georgie. Good ball still from Steph Kalia. Dharma Georgie just crucial in big moments like that. Lize coming out of her line. High risk, high reward. Good save there from Oslin. Georgie. Still Dharma Georgie. Asking for the corner kick. Denied there by a referee. Taylor Halabi. Bit too predictable, those passes. Fitzroy all over it. You can't allow Fitzroy to know exactly what you're doing. This is how both of these teams are good. They know, they can read the play. They know their opponents, have played with their opponents. They know the gaming style of Preston. And Preston knows the gaming style of Fitzroy. Kalia takes a strike. Was going to go for that post, and it's millimeters. But Lize, from that range, she has it covered. Corner kick for Preston. Too much time on it, but Bushman Kerr says no. So I can't see Foscalzo on the ground. Not entirely sure the collision that occurred for that, but it looks like she's up again. Lize short passes it to Claudia de Foscalzo. Finds Galuccio. Foscalzo, Diana, Halabi did well to deny the pass through. Alex Sinclair on the left, near post. Lize desperate to keep that ball in. Short passes it to Miller Best. This is where Fitzroy can just hold the ball off, ensure that the pass is perfect. Working to that diamond formation, which they do so well. It's too much to ask for Diana Fuscalzo and Taylor Larby and all sorts with her shoelaces. Gotta come off board to sort that out, or tie it a bit tighter, I'm not sure. Something is going on between Claudia Fuscalzo and Bushelman-Kerr. Referee was going towards the both of them and holding up a potential card, so it could just be a warning to give to these players. So the crowd enjoying the game so far. High quality futsal here in Thomastown every Wednesday night. Live stream to you from the northern suburbs of Melbourne. I would have this tab saved on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you're rooting for either teams, put in the comments who you're supporting. Fuscalzo goes wide to Galuccio, but Galuccio just couldn't get there in time, and still 0-0 here, 4 minutes to go. High stakes game for both teams. A lot of people watching from Melbourne, from all over Australia, from all over the world, tuning in. Lizaire does not know her strength, so she's just thrown it into the ceiling. Now it's Taylor Larby. Right idea. Just couldn't execute it well, as we see Alicia Rowan on the court for Fitzroy. He's been on the bench for a majority of this half. So fresh legs for Fitzroy. Rowan tries to pass Taylor Halabi. Bushelman-Kerr got in the way. Ball punched out there, ball still live for Fuscalzo. Very close, right in range of goal, inside the D. It's so chaotic sometimes in those areas. You can find it extremely hard to get a foot on it, even for the best players like Claudia Fuscalzo. Sometimes it's millisecond decision making or positioning of your body can make a huge impact of how you can find yourself in a good position in front of goal. And Preston have called a timeout. Let's take a break. We'll see you right after this.
Square ball. Alhag cuts in, shoots. And that one goes in. Great finishing in from Adam Alhag. Or shows too much of the ball. Alhag now puts on the jet. And he buries that one. Adam Alhag gets a double. He makes it 12.
Lizaire, long. It's gone in. Can you believe it? Lizaire. Caro trying to dispossess him. Parthamos! The cannon fires! And Campbellfield on the scoreboard finally. It's 4-1.
Welcome back. That was a timeout called by Preston with just under 3 minutes remaining in this half, and it's still no goal scored. It's a high stakes game. Very close contacts, high intensity. Preston cannot lose. And Fitzroy also. They lose, they're out of the running for possible championship. Manker floats that ball up to no man's land. Out of bounds. Lizaire The throw is so lethal. It has caused so much havoc to so many players and goalkeepers. So many goals have scored from her pinpoint scoring, but Claudia Friscalzo draws first blood. What an effort coming from Fitzroy. Diana Friscalzo, pinpoint pass, and that one-touch wonder coming from Claudia Friscalzo, the legend of Fitzroy. They don't call her that for no reason. She makes it look so easy, but she has just been banging on that door time and time again in front of goal. Nothing has worked. All it took was that, and she could go again. Alicia Rowan looking to find that ball direction towards Claudia once more, but this time round, Jimmy Surface have caught a timeout. Let's take another break. We'll see you in the remaining minute of this game, or this half, coming right after this.
Lizier, long. It's gone in. Can you believe it? Lizier. Trying to dispossess him. Parthamos! The cannon fires! And Campbellfield on the scoreboard finally. It's 4-1.
Jimmy Surface, notorious for calling timeouts with not much time to go. But if you still got it up your sleeve, why not use it? And this is a crucial moment, a side ball in the possession of Fitzroy. And what game plan have they got? Dharma Georgie to bring it in. And that was very crucial, but that was very risky play. Claudia Friscalzo put her body on the line. She was colliding with, I think, one of the Preston players. Sometimes if you don't think about those moments, your body will think for you. And it looks like she's up and well. 48 seconds to go. To Leah, to Halabi. Preston now, instead of trying to go on attack mode, go on defensive mode. Don't concede in the next 30 seconds and you will be all right, and then just use that halftime break to your advantage and think about a game plan. Don't concede. And Emma Olsen had to outstretch that save, but it's crucial. Don't know if that ball is going to direct itself into the goal. We'd rather be safe than sorry. Corner kick, Lucio looking for some sort of deflection, but this might be it. Last passage of play coming here. Well-earned halftime break coming for both of these teams as Fitzroy have the upper hand. Goal scored by Claudia Friscalzo. It's 1 to Fitzroy, Preston 0.
Lizier, long. It's gone in. Can you believe it? Lizier. Trying to dispossess him. Parthamos! The cannon fires! And Campbellfield on the scoreboard finally. It's 4-1. Alexandra Sinclair gets the first goal. Lovely ball in from Zamazi. Sinclair with the head. Stolen by Sinclair. The jet goes alone off her left boot. Alexandra Sinclair does it again.
Terrific. Did well. One-on-one with Paige Daly. Save. Second attempt. But in the end, Alex Sinclair finds a way. She gets her second on the season.
Alexandra Sinclair on the scoreboard. A lovely header. Goes past Georgie. Beautiful. Langley squares it. Sinclair goal. Surely, yes. That is superb. That is Alexandra Sinclair at her free kick best.
Over the top now, comes away El Hayek, and El Hayek makes it count.
It is a goal. It's for lovely work. Goes it around. El Hayek scores. It's a beauty.
Lovely square ball. El Hayek cuts in, shoots, and that one goes in. Great finishing in from Adam El Hayek. With the ball, El Hayek now puts on the jet, and he buries that one. Adam El Hayek gets a double. He makes it 12.
Lizier. Long.
One goal difference between these two teams right now. Fitzroy brought one out of the bag from Claudia Frescalzo in the first half. Will she continue her performance in the second half? One of the key players for Fitzroy and the squad. In key moments like that, herself, Diana Frescalzo, Dama Georgie, Danica Luccio, and Lizier currently on the court for Fitzroy. One of the strongest squad lineups we've seen in Series Futsal. And for Preston, Emma Langley, Taylor Halabi, Alex Sinclair, and Steph Galea. And in goals, Emma Olsen. Both with very slim substitutes. Preston's only got one on the bench, and that's Bushra Manco currently. And Fitzroy currently has Miller Best and Alicia Rowan on the bench. But we know that Fitzroy and the entire squad can play the entire game if they want to, and more. But things are underway. Preston have to respond. They have to find a goal somewhere or somehow. It's been very difficult. We've got someone like Elizabeth Eyre, which, according to the stats, already have scored 5 goals this season, being the highest goal scorer for a goalkeeper in the competition. She averages 6 goals per season, so she needs to score at least 1 more to make that average a 6th goal per season. Her stats, if you see it, if you look it up, since 2021, she's scored 6 goals. Currently on 5 this season. That is a tremendous effort for a goalkeeper. And she has had a few match winners as well against Carlton a couple of rounds ago, which you have seen in the highlights package throughout the breaks in this game. Probably one of the best moments in her career, I would say, for futsal. Lizier scoring that goal. She scored many goals, but I feel like that one is definitely up there. It's one of her best moments. Lizier can be lethal. But tonight looks like she's just playing a bit more reserved, not taking too much risk, because she knows that Preston will get a sense of that and will sniff that sense of riskness. But this is where Fitzroy can be dangerous. Claudia Frescalzo looking for a second. But to Preston, and the credit to their ability to defend. They're one of the best defenders in the competition. The entire team almost was right behind the ball inside the D. It seems to be working for them. They've just got to find ways to score goals now. Halabi, Sinclair, under pressure there by Danny Galluccio. In the end, Galluccio won the ball for Fitzroy. It's going to be a throw-in from this end of the court. Punch for Scalzo. He just decides to play it back. Reset the ball. Fitzroy knows how to get out of tricky situations. Georgie used her header well, but no one there lurking in the back post area. Emma Olsen to bring the ball back in for Preston. Short pass to Galea. Uses the line. Claudia Foscalzo did just enough. And a corner kick for Fitzroy. 1-0. And that one goal was scored by Claudia Foscalzo. We did already have a VAR check earlier on in the game. And it could have been a potential goal for Fitzroy, but it was denied, and the challenge, the VAR challenge, I would say, by Preston went to their favour. Nonetheless, Fitzroy find ways to scoring goals in the end. This is high stakes. A lot of spectators, a lot of fans here in the arena. That would have been it. Danny Galluccio probably had a lot more time than she intended. Emma Olsen did have it covered, but was she quick enough in the end? Preston just struggling a bit to find different ball avenues forward. And Danny Galluccio with the second attempt did not fail, and that angling had to be perfect. And it's 2 goals now for Fitzroy. Let's watch that replay once more. You see the run just had to be perfect. She knew she had a bit more time, that left boot, and timed it well. She's ecstatic. Fitzroy are now up by 2 goals. Where's the response from Preston? Can they come back from this? It is not impossible. But each time that clock ticks down, Preston will have less time. So last met in round 13, and it was 4-2 to Preston's way. Will that be the same in this game? Will Preston come back and win it in the end, or will Fitzroy prove too strong? So far, 2 goals, not impossible. But Fitzroy looks like they're looking. They've got more of the upper hand when that ball movement comes in their attacking half, even in their final third. So lethal. They read the play so well, Fitzroy. Preston just taking wild shots like that would be too easy for Lizette to collect. Preston came off last round with a big win against Northern Phoenix, 12-1. Fitzroy also had a win against Campbellfield in the last round. So 2 teams looking to make it second in a row. As Miller Best and Alex Sinclair collided with each other, plays seems to continue. Liz there just making sure that both players are okay. Alex Sinclair, she's collided with so many players here this evening. It was a few moments ago that Alex was helping Miller Best get up, and then again they collided with each other. So one moment you're helping someone get up, and the next moment they collide with you again. So it's very physical here tonight so far, and Alex Sinclair looks like she's in the middle of most of it. .5 minutes remaining. Fitzroy, can they keep up this lead, which I'm sure Jimmy Soufis and Scotty Rogan will be happy with this 2-goal buffer. And Preston on the other end, Jamie Sultana has got to find some ways to boost this Preston squad and help them find some. I mean, their confidence is there. They're all legends of the game. This is second nature to them, but it's just a matter of can they come past Fitzroy. When Liza is on form, she's on form. Whoa, like that. Her ability to just read the play, read the ball so well. Corner for Scalzo. Runs out of room. Side ball for Preston. Halabi to Kalia. Looks for Bushman Kerr. Still in it. Alex Sinclair came to rescue. Georgie got in the way. Lizette came to collect. Long throw towards Miller Best. Bushman Kerr couldn't bring it to ground, and Danny Galuccio, the goal scorer, she's looking for a second. Who will score for Preston? Who will be the one? Taylor Halabi. Just taking wild shots. Lizette. Being one of the many goalkeepers in this competition does not wear gloves, and sometimes it works better in your favour for futsal. A lot more grip involved. The best to Georgie. Left boot coming from Tiana for Scalzo. The ball goes over the crossbar. 13 minutes to go. 2-0 still. Preston has to come back. Aaliyah. Left boot shot towards Liz Air. She has it covered. You've got to bring that ball more forward, and you've got to have more loose plays in the front end for Preston. It's the final third that they're just missing. They just haven't got that extra player loose. And Fitzroy have also. Miller Best did well to fend off her opponent. Goes back. Miller Best, can she go all the way? Preston came to collect. The counter-attack is on. This is where they can go. Alex Sinclair with a save there from Liz Air. Danny Galuccio happy to just get rid of it, but that was a golden opportunity for Preston. They're making those runs and making those passes, but it's once again going to be very tricky to pass Liz Air. She has every single angle covered in her D area. Always got her eye on the ball. They can go again. Galia. Final pass through towards Bushman Kerr. Had to be perfect. Once again, they can go. Halabi strikes from the volley. This is where she needs to step up. The captains. Taylor Halabi, we have seen her score from the most wildest ways and the wildest angles. She has to be there for big moments, and now it's only not long to go. Georgie, Dharma Georgie! That's how it's done. That mountain they're climbing, Preston, is now so much higher and so much more difficult to climb because Fitzroy, Mount Fitzroy, is colossal and it's huge, and it's going to be a defying moment of win or lose in one of the biggest games of the season. And they make it look so easy. 2 goals in the second half for Fitzroy. And Preston still yet to find the back of the net. 10 minutes remaining, and it's going to be now even more of a hard task for Preston. They can't keep their heads down. They have to keep going. They have to keep pushing. They have to find ways to pass Fitzroy. Fitzroy have been in their face in every moment. They're not letting them breathe. It's very congestive. Oh, Alex Sinclair! There's our breathing space they needed, and there is our confidence. Alexandra Sinclair steps up to the plate, steps up to the challenge. And she does what she does best, find big moments like this. Look at that angle. She just takes off that left flank. It's like she owns it. More of that, please. Alex Sinclair. Pinpoint precision. Low and hard. Don't overcomplicate it. And that's how you pass Nizaire. You can't pass it from the waist up. You have to try to get her low and hard. With a lot of defenders in the way, just make it tricky. Get those angles. Alex Sinclair, can she go it again? Danny Coluccio. Oh, got in the way. Free kick for Fitzroy. Georgie. Oh, Rolson almost left it behind. Steph Galea strikes it. Fitzroy able to block that with ease. She goes at it again. Has to be probably a bit closer with a different angle this time. They're trying something new here, Preston. 3-1. Preston's going to score the next one. If Fitzroy score the next goal, it will be over. Anything could happen in futsal. Doesn't take much time to score goals, as we've seen. Handball called, not called. Alex Sinclair getting tripped there. She says no, and referee agrees. Alex Sinclair. She's just going to take a moment. She's just being knocked all over the place. Aaliyah. Unable to pass Claudia Friscalzo. Looks for a different option. Bushra Manker to Halabi. She's got no option forward either. Coluccio comes to collect to Rowan. Preston's got to go. They've got to think fast. They've got to find a way. Focus on those counterattacks, because that's where they can go, they can unlock. Alex Sinclair did something similar down the left flank. Can she do that again? Bushra Mankur. Alex Sinclair, the goal scorer. Tries to find Steph Galea. She gets punched in the head. Nothing called, and then Alicia Rowan gets a ball to her face. So Lisa just coming to make sure that she's okay. Stop clock has stopped at just less than 7 minutes. Very low foul count.
Which just means
It looks like both teams are going to their benches. So I don't know if a timeout has been called or a medical timeout has been called. I'm not too sure. But either way, we might just go on a very quick break. Sorry for the delay, folks. I believe a challenge has happened, but we are unsure what exactly it is. So here's a decision from the referee, if it was successful or not. And it looks like it is a penalty kick for Preston. And between the referee and Liz is unhappy with the call. But at the end of the day, it's the referee's decision. And he's got the yellow card up. Yellow card given to Lizaire. And Claudia Fiscalzo also showing her frustration towards the referee. So this is to give Preston a 1-goal buffer. That is why they are so upset. I would be upset too, but we're just watching it from a standpoint, and it's a big high-stakes game. Yellow card given to Bushra-Manker for a jewelry. It's taken the referees this long to figure out that she's been wearing a necklace the entire time. This is high pressure. Steph Galea has to put this into the back of the net. That is why it took so long for the decision. Here we go. Blocked there by Lizaire, and that's a crucial block. She is the powerhouse behind Fitzroy. She is the force field, the brick wall. Steph Galea just with that high pressure, just unable to find a way through Lizaire. She's so brilliant the entire game. That was a crucial moment, but Steph Galea, she has to get her head back. Don't put her head down yet, Steph. There's still 6.5 minutes to go. You've got to find a way to get that goal back, or that opportunity back. Referees just didn't give you a pass there for no reason, and you've got to get those opportunities again. Emma Langley tries to battle it out against Claudia Fiscalzo. By Fitzroy, it's going to be their side ball. Referee says to move away back. Fiscalzo manages to win that ball back. She's been just stabbed there by Steph Galea. Right in front of the Fitzroy bench. So things are definitely heating up here in this game. 1 foul count to Fitzroy and 3 to Preston. Preston's out for blood. Georgie. Langley passes it back to the other number 2, Dharma Georgie. A lot of viewers here on YouTube. Thanks so much for everyone tuning in on Wednesday. Women's Futsal, the second last round of this season, round 20. And we are still yet to decide who will be champions of this season. It's going to be up to the wire. Fitzroy currently sitting 3rd place with 45 points. Preston, 2nd place with 48 points. So if Fitzroy win, they will be 48 points equal to Preston. And it's a matter of them. They have to then next week win against Evolution to win the championship. But I'm just going to double check. I have a feeling it could just be up to the goal difference. Let's check the points once again. I could be completely wrong, but corner kick. Sinclair couldn't find Steph Galea. She bumps into Claudia Fiscalzo. Diana Fiscalzo could go all the way. She sure does! Diana Fiscalzo, that could just be the nail in the coffin for Preston. Because that could just be it. Where did Preston's defense go? Was not there, and that could just be it. One crucial mistake can cost them. And that could be it for Preston. Their dreams may be over by that. Their dreams of potential championship for this season, where they've worked so hard to get the 16 wins that they needed, that might not be enough. They've dominated majority of the season. It's just where it mattered most, it might just be taken away from them. So 3 minutes remain. Fitzroy possibly remain third place with 48 points. If Evolution win next week, the championship is theirs. If they lose to Fitzroy, and if Preston win against Camperfield, it could just be theirs. So we don't know until the last game of the season. Preston against Camperfield. So this is still in it for Preston. They're still not over. It's a matter of if Fitzroy can beat Evolution next round. With 2 minutes to go. This is one of the closest seasons we have seen Series Futsal in quite some time, where the deciding winner of the season is still yet to be determined. But what a game it's been. It's just been from start to finish, end-to-end play. Very high intensity, very physical battle, which we weren't surprised to see from these two squads, which have worked so hard the entire season to be in the position that they're in. Fitzroy did start off slow with a few losses, but they've come back strong. 1 minute 45 seconds, corner kick for Preston. I know it's not theirs yet, but they're still going to go at it to the dying seconds, till the final whistle. Don't go anywhere, folks. The last game of round 20, Carlton against Camperfield. That's coming up right after this game. The last game to close round 20. Thanks to everyone that's been joining me here on the live stream the entire night since game 1, which we saw Acu winning with a huge win. I think it was 18-0 in the end against Eastern FC. The game before this, Evolution against Northern Phoenix. It was 1-1 for a very long time until Evolution started scoring 6 late goals to get them with a huge win against Phoenix. Promising signs for Phoenix. They're still yet to win their first game of the season, but it could be potential next round just to close up the season for them. 1 minute and 18. This game was 1-1 for quite some time until Fitzroy found the back of the net. Danny Galuccio, Dharma Georgie, Claudio Foscalzo with the first goal. Big match winners right here, right now on this court. Preston, can they find another one? Long throw there towards Taylor Halabi. She's trying to find Alex Sinclair. Emma Langley, just a bit flat-footed. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Preston. 1 minute to go. Good hands there coming once again from Lizaire. She just had to get rid of it. Thought Alicia Rowan was on the same page, clearly not. Olsen, long throw towards Alex Sinclair. Danny Galuccio did well. Emma Langley hoping that Taylor Halabi was going to go to that direction. So a minute to go. Preston looking defeated, but still continue play for the remainder minute. Rowan spending more time on the court in this half. Taylor Halabi still in it, asking for the cut back. Danny Galuccio having a fantastic game as well. Toe posted to the direction of the goal, but just too heavy on it. 43 seconds to go. Everyone looking at the stop clock. This last couple of minutes of looks like it's been going on forever. Emma Langley. Scalzo. Claudia. Alex Sinclair had to block that pass through with her head. I think she's got the most possession in the competition from her head. Alex Sinclair. Lizaire looks like she wants her 6th goal of the season again, averaging 6 goals per season. She's on her 5th so far. Steph Galea hugs the boundary. No one there in the centre to collect. Gianna Friscalzi can go all the way. Referee calling it a side ball for Preston. Steph Galea. 13 seconds to go. Alex Sinclair. Ball didn't reach Emma Langley. Danny Coluccio had to skip and hop off right after Steph Galea. And the final whistle's there. Congratulations to Fitzroy. They've done well. They've played with a lot of grit and bravery and got them over the line for a very crucial win. Preston still battling it out for their spot for the championship. But thanks again for tuning in. 4 to Fitzroy and 1 to Preston.
Alexandra Sinclair gets the first goal. Lovely ball in from Damazi. Sinclair with the head. Stolen by Sinclair. The jet goes alone off her left boot. Alexandra Sinclair does it again.
Terrific. Did well. One-on-one with Paige Daly. Save. Second attempt. And in the end, Alex Sinclair finds a way. Gets her second on the season.
Alexandra Sinclair on the scoreboard. A lovely header. Goes past Georgie. Beautiful. Langley squares it. Sinclair goal, surely, yes. That is superb. That is Alexandra Sinclair.
Welcome everyone to the post-match interview. I'm here with Fitzroy Dharma, Georgie. Dharma, what a win. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was really exciting, honestly. You know, 4-1, it's a good game. We thought Preston might have a bit more fight in them, but they did well with what they did do. But we really wanted the win, honestly, and I think our girls played a fantastic game.
You kind of lived up to the occasion. It was a big crowd. It was huge viewers back home as well. Now, that goal in the second half really unlocked what Fitzroy can do and how they can score. Tell us about your positioning and how you can bring that and lift the game up for Fitzroy.
You know what? Sometimes it's actually nice having a crowd against you. It makes you lift and you get a bit of fire in your belly. The second goal.
Your goal.
My goal?
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, I heard Scott say take her, and I was like, you know what? Might as well take my chance. Took it and banged it, and yeah, went in. Was happy. It was good.
Now, you kind of play the model of Fitzroy, which we all love and love to see, but you have to talk about Lizaire in this occasion. She really stepped up to the plate. Is there someone like that, Lizaire, that just lifts up the group and know that you can rely on her?
Yeah, Liz is a fantastic keeper. She's been killing it all season when she has been available and has been able to play. But yeah, she's a rock at the back and she's been really helpful with us, and it just gives us, you know, fifth eyes at the back of the court when we don't know what's going on or if we lose our player. And she's just honestly a fantastic keeper.
Now you're going to talk about a couple of players that come on board, Miller Best being one. Wow, she is just one player that you've got to watch out for. How is she going to bring that and fit into the Fitzroy mould?
Yeah, she's absolutely fit in perfectly, honestly. She takes her chances, she gels well with us, she knows how to play futsal. She's learned our system really, really quickly, and I'm just glad she's enjoying it with us.
Now, this is one kind of step to take. One more is next week against Evolution. You're just going to play the same kind of module of futsal of Fitzroy? The game plan is just to continue what you're doing?
Yep, continue as we're going. Obviously, I'm not going to let anyone know what our plan is for next week, but we're going to bring everything we've got and hopefully get the title.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time here in the studio, Dharma. Congratulations on the win and all the best for next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Bye.
All right.